So, India has become the first nation in the world to land on the South Pole, and with this, India created history yesterday with their Chandrayaan 3 mission. And let's try to understand why is it very significant to land on the South Pole and why it is such a historic moment for the space agencies. So, making a soft landing is very difficult on the lunar South Pole because of the very challenging terrains. It's very difficult. There are many craters. The temperatures are very low, and many countries previously in the past have tried it. And that's because it has permanently shadowed craters which have not received sunlight for millions of years. Be it let's say Israel's Bereshit spacecraft, which crash landed in lunar South Pole in April 2019, or be it our own Chandrayaan 2 mission, which tried to soft land but it met with failure in September 2019. And very recently, in this particular month, August 2023, Russia's Luna 25 also crash landed on the lunar South Pole. So India has made a history, and with this historic moments, let us try to understand why it is very important to study the lunar South Pole and what significance it holds, right? So the very first reason is that the scientists, they believe that this South Pole, it is home to it has a vast reservoir of water and ice. So this water and ice, which is stored in the craters, it can help us in future space exploration programs. It can be used to generate drinking water, to generate hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen can be used as rocket fuel. Drinking water can help in future human exploration programs, right? So the South Pole, it has very cold temperatures because it hasn't received sunlight for millions of years. So anything which has been trapped there, it has remained frozen since then. And by studying that, it can provide us insight into the formation of solar system, how how the planets evolved, how the rock how the mineral composition evolved over that period of time. And again, it has also many volatile components like methane and ammonia, which can help us in future human exploration programs as well, right? Again, it is also the home to the largest impact crater, the Attican Basin. So this by studying this Attican Basin, we can identify how these natural satellites formed and how they evolved over the long period of time. So it holds many significance. And again, for the radio astronomy, it's a major game changer because till date we haven't been able to study the electromagnetic spectrum below 30 megahertz. And it's shown that there is a site on this lunar South Pole. It's called Malapert Mountain, which has a promising site for radio astronomy. The major reason why we haven't been able to study below 30 megahertz is because of the interference of our own signals, of the Earth's own radio signals, because these signals are very weak. But this site provides an area where there is no interference of other signals, so we can study that. Again, the Vikram lander has many payloads which will perform their task. Let us try to understand one by one. So the first payload is called CHASTE payload, which will measure the thermal conductivity and temperature of the surface. The other one is the ILSA payload, which will measure the seismic waves, the occurring of earthquakes on the lunar South Pole on the landing side. Again, another one is called Langmuir probe, the LP, which will estimate the near surface plasma density over time. Basically, it will measure the ionization of gases, number of ionized molecules. Again, the payload of the Pragyan rover, it will measure the mineral composition. It will study the mineral composition of the lunar surface. And the planned life of this rover is of 14 Earth days. So the next mission on which ISRO is working is Aditya L1. It is set to launch in September 2023, which will study the sun